And after that, I had too much freedom. And I had to learn to, you know,
Oh, oh,
it's a long journey.
long journey,
Yeah.
but it's wisdom inside. Uh, so much. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Mm, let's go ahead.
Mhm.
Right. Thank you so much for today. Service guided by Lord Cantare. With appreciation for Lord Cantare, let us recite the two words spoken by Buddha together. So today's subject is emptiness and salvation. It's you can see in this service the very core part of Master's teaching. So it's structured by one book. So it's gonna be the reaching four part today. The rest of the chapters will be the very less than two services for this book. Chapter 5, chapter 6, its end. So today is four part of master's teaching. Okay, so let us go. Let's take a vow. Lord Cantare. Let's recite two words spoken by Buddha together. The two words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the seven colors of rainbow arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These seven colors help each other, and there appears Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. We also are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings of spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boats sailing down the great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock. And you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down the rapid stream, you need to punt in a stream. Then you can change your course. The true words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are not the expression of Buddha the truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your path have already gone by, yet
Yes.
still your mistakes will be kept in your mind. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will show light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now here I command. There shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believing in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. Okay, thank you. So the conclusion of today is going back to the first phrase of this sutra. The truth was spoken by Buddha. The first sentence, there used to be the light in the great universe. Yeah, to understand this one sentence, today's service is still, today's service is held. So, yeah, let's understand the light is the origin of the universe and also the origin of our humanity. And then at the same time, nature's creatures on Earth. So we're gonna go to deeper into the thought from Master's book, The Challenge of Enlightenment. Today, the subject will be emptiness and salvation. Yeah. So he reveals understanding emptiness is understanding core heart of his heart, that lead you to salvation. So let's go ahead. So this Buddha's teaching, how can I say, the aspect of happy science core teaching is revealed in Buddhism teaching. So if you learn about Buddhism side of happy science, you can reach the core part. So I'm gonna doing this. I'm gonna be doing this, right? It's kind of vague and abstract, but we need to know the structure of the teaching. Then you will practice it systematically, intentionally to get enlightenment and salvation by your own thought, not by accident, right? So you're gonna get you on the right path by your intention, not by accident. Yeah, that's the important point. So master's teaching is always systematically like this. All right. So I put the chapter 4 of part 2 of this book like this. Yeah. It's so logical. Yeah. To understand emptiness is to understand causality. Yeah. This is the core of all teachings. Let's go ahead. What is emptiness? Yeah. Sometimes people may answer emptiness is causality. All right. Causality means the law of cause and effect, the chain reaction of cause and effect, right? Then we go to the second point. The Dharma is causality. Okay. Dharma is the law of the universe. It's called Dharma in the Eastern tongue, right? In some of the Buddhist scriptures, we find the following phrases. The Dharma is causality. Those who see causality see the Dharma. Those who see the Dharma see causality. Then you can see the Dharma is causality, right? Let's go ahead. Unstoppable. The third point, the Dharma is both emptiness and causality. Okay? You see, emptiness is causality. And next, Dharma is causality. It means Dharma is both emptiness and causality. All right? Yeah. Yes. As you see. Yeah. This is formula. This is yeah, like a math. You understood, right? So if the Dharma were causality and emptiness were causality, oh sorry, if the Dharma were causality and emptiness were causality, then it might be true to say that the Dharma is both emptiness and causality, right? Equation, right? You got there? Yeah. All right. So the fourth point, causality can be understood by emptiness. All right. The essence of Buddha's teachings is the perspective of causality, and the significance of causality can be understood through exploring the idea of emptiness. All right. So causality can be understood by emptiness. Do you follow me? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Emptiness equals causality, but causality can be understood by emptiness. So the core part of causality should be explained by emptiness. All right. Yeah. In a wider understanding, emptiness can be said as equal as causality. But more deeper meaning, causality can be explained by emptiness. So emptiness is the core part of the law of cause and effect. Emptiness consists of, causality consists of emptiness. So emptiness is the bottom core of the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is explaining everything in Buddhism, but there's one more deeper part. That's emptiness. If you understand emptiness, you can see the law of cause and effect behind the scenes of the law of cause and effect background. And then you will see whole teaching of what Master Yuhokawa taught, right? So you're gonna grasp today, right? So the conclusion today, Shakyamuni Buddha gave teachings of the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. Four Noble Truths is birth, aging, illness, and death. These are the truths of life. And the Eightfold Path means right view, right speech, right thought, right living, right work, right action, right living, right will, right meditation. These 8 points are the checkpoint of your life to make you on the correct path. Check yourself from these 8 points to see the central pillar of your life, of your way of living. Yeah. So I don't go deeper into it. So these, the Four Noble Truth and the Eightfold Path, you will find that they narrow down to the idea of causality and emptiness, which are considered to be the core of all teachings. Yeah. So you get master teaching narrowed down into the emptiness. All teachings is existing for understanding of emptiness. Emptiness means to understand all nature's creatures and the universe even are originated from light. Yeah. And simply put, in a nutshell, right? All are created by light. Okay. So you understand by the brain, but you didn't feel it. So Buddha taught how to get there. Okay. The key point to making a not knowledge, but wisdom inside of you, which you can carry over to the other world in your soul. The key is understand emptiness by causality. Yeah. In a logical sense. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead. Many questions are there. So let's go ahead. It makes clear. Time causality and space causality explain emptiness. All right. So this is very clear. 3 steps. Please follow. Master's teaching. Here, let us reorganize our thoughts on causality. The term causality means dependent arising, which is made up of cause, condition, and occurrence. It represents a way of seeing things in light of the chain of cause and effect. Yeah. Therefore, causality is an idea that has much to do with the passage of time. Passage of time. Let us call this type time causality. So, yeah, time causality means literally the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect means there's a cause, there's a result. Without the cause, there's no result. So these chain reaction of cause and effect creates time. Yeah. The chain of cause and effect is called as time. Right? You are born, you get old, you got illness, you die. These are the chain of cause and effect. Without born, there's no aging. There's no illness. There's no death. Yeah. Buddhism sees these are the life based on the law of cause and effect, the chain of cause and effect. Yeah. Life consists of birth, aging, illness, and death. Yeah. Without birth, there's no death. There's no illness. There's no aging. Yeah. Okay. This is called time causality. Yeah. And then you will return to the heavenly world after death. If you see that there's no attachment in this life because you are only temporarily existing here to pass through birth, aging, illness, and death to return to heaven. But there's still a meaning of life. That's gonna be your spiritual growth, not the material life. Because you are in essence light itself. Yeah. As a lighted essence, you live in this life to accumulate more light from the experiences in this world, not the darkness. Yeah. You don't fall in the dark side, but you choose light in every occasion you're confronting with. Yeah. So let's say this timeline of life is called time causality. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. Space causality. What is space causality? By the way, this is created Master Hokawa. Yeah, there's no term than other world, other religion, like a space causality and time causality. This is original thought by Master to understand emptiness. Very good, very well. Okay, what is space causality? It boils down to the idea, the essence of all things is spiritual. All right. So in other words, all things in this world appear to actually exist, but in fact, they are not real. Yeah. Only the spiritual existences are real. And all else is just an illusion. Such a view of the world is the idea of space causality. Yeah. This is helped by time causality a lot. Because you see the time causality, yeah, your existence is based on the timeline by the birth, aging, illness, and death. And then you can find this time causality makes you understand this life is temporary. And space causality makes you to understand this is an illusion. So you need to find the meaning of life as a spiritual being. Yeah. If you see yourself as a just material body to eat, to grow up as a creature, or animal, there's nothing left after you die. But you see yourself as a spiritual being that accumulate light as spiritual growth. And that is carried over to heaven. You need to grow. You need to learn. You need to shed light more as a giving love. Yeah. There's a meaning you find in the lifetime by the idea of space causality and time causality. All right. So emptiness is like this. So our everyday life is actually connected to every part of the world. I or me is closely connected to the lives of many different people living in many countries all over the world. Okay. So master took example of the clothes you wear and the meals you eat. That was created by the ingredients from other country, like wheat from Canada, or your clothes came from other countries, and then all the helps from the planet is creating your everyday life. Yeah, especially in Hawaii, without importing things from the other islands or continent, we cannot live anymore. So our everyday life is connected to other people, different people. Yeah. So what it means is that you are blessed by every single thing that exists on Earth, this planet, both living and non-living things. And with their blessings, you are able to live a day. Then what is you? What is me? We are living with other people, other existence. How does it mean? Yeah. You are not only you. We are not only us. We are connected to live with together with other people, right? That's called space causality. You see, you expand yourself to a global scale. Your flesh consists of the meat from Australia or mainland. And then your eyes, nose, skins consists of many foods from their mainland, other continent. Your clothes came from Asia. Yeah. Where's you? Where's me? Yeah. That's space causality. You are consist of many other things that let you live today. Okay. And then you can see the spiritual existence of yourself. Yeah. With your imagination, by this logical teaching, you will see that you are not yourself. You are not physical yourself, but you are spiritual true self. Let live by other things. Yeah. It's going back to God. Yeah. At least your life was given by God. Like you're given by other people. Eventually, you will see your life was given by God. your life is given by God today. Yes. So you see yourself as manifestation of light. Yeah. There need a cause for the result. If you are a result of the chain reaction of cause and effect, there needs a result, a cause. Okay, the cause is the light of God. God wishes, let there be humankind now today, and you are here. The will of God is called the light here. So the light is our essence. So you can see the light in you. As the very same eye, you see the others as the light. We are connected in essence, in the same nature of humankind as light. Okay. This is explaining all the foundation of all religions. We are created by the God's light. God's light creates everything. God's light is everything for us. So we appreciate to the light, to the God's will, to grant us the life today. Okay, so the summary one, the fact that something exists in this space now is because of the accumulation of numerous workings and substances that we do not see, like God's love, God's light. Yeah. So what appears to exist here as this time certainly does not exist on its own. We cannot live alone. We cannot live without God's will, God's light, even the other people. So if you look at things in such a way, you will really understand the teaching of egolessness. Okay, yeah, we reached the stage to understand egolessness very clearly. We are not us. You are not you. I'm not me. But we are the people who are connected to other people to live a day, to connect it to God to live this day. That means egoless. All right. Nothing in this world exists on its own. Nothing in this world truly exists in its original sense. Everything is made thanks to various things supporting each other, right? Then we need to appreciate everything supporting us. If people can only exist because of each other's support, we can say that their existence is based on emptiness. Yeah. So this is emptiness. Emptiness does not mean empty. Emptiness means we are coexisting as a same nature of light. We are connected in the root of God's light. We are all the same being in essence, but we appear as separate beings, dwells in a physical body. Sometimes it dwells in the animal's body. It dwells in the trees. It dwells in the water. It dwells in the rocks and mountains, but it's all coming from God's energy of love, right? They currently appear to exist owing to the support of many other elements. that's gonna be said that emptiness. We see the chain reaction of cause and effect, and we see the emptiness. Yeah, this is clear idea, right? It's very logical to make ourselves back to the original point. God's light creates everything. We are originated from God's light. Others too, animals too, natures too, the universe too. So we appreciate each other and to give love, give give back love to other people, to God. Yeah. So now I would like to say, learn the teaching of Buddhism side of happy science. You can clearly see what is God, what is love, what is the origin of this universe. That's explained by the emptiness. All right? Then, that structured by this idea that we learned last time, three Dharma seals of Buddhism. Yeah. The impermanence of all things, the egolessness of all phenomena, the perfect tranquility of nirvana. Yeah. Those are equivalent of time causality, space causality, and as a result, happiness. Right? So these three Dharma seals is in accordance with time causality, space causality, and happiness as a result. Please put it in your heart. It's clearly understood. Yeah. So in short, the impermanence of all things as time causality is explained like this. All things in this world are transient and impermanent. In other words, temporary, and that nothing remains the same. Like when you are born, you'll be ill, you'll be aging, you'll be dying. Yeah. There's no exception. Even for the rocks, they were born, they got aged, they die into the sand. The sand is vanished as time passed. So nothing remains the same. So with this idea, Buddha taught people to let go of their attachment to the things of this world. You are not permanent. You are not eternal. The only eternal thing is your soul, light in you, that dwells into your body. The body is just like a tool to live in this life. Do not attach to your impermanent things. Yeah. Okay. That's based on time causality. Everything is impermanent. Everything passing away. Eventually. House, car, everything impermanence. That's explained as time causality. And the next one, the egolessness of all phenomena. It as a space causality. Explained like this. The second seal, the egolessness of all phenomena, essentially conveys the same idea as the teaching of emptiness. The idea that all things in this world are non-substantial and that only the spiritual is real. Yeah. As you understood deeper than the last time. Yeah. So all things are egoless. So we don't stick to us, me, I. Yeah. Be transparent, be selfless in giving love. Yeah. There's nothing reduced in giving love. You will be given in giving. This is a real perspective for this world, living as a spirit, living as a soul. So you will get more by giving others. Yeah. If you believe in this idea, you will live as a soul, as a spirit in this world, dwelling in a physical body. This is a beautiful thing in this world. In short, the impermanence of all things and the egolessness of all phenomena are both teaching you not to be attached. Yeah. Buddhism teaches you to not attach anything. Yeah. In short. So here we understand we need to separate true love and attachment. Yeah. As misunderstanding of love. Yeah. Then Master Hokawa focused on the Buddhism teaching before going deeper into love, because now humankind misunderstands love as attachment, like LGBTQ problems. They attached to a physical body too much. Then they misunderstood love as a physical love. We need to detach ourselves from the physical love, attaching to physical body, misunderstanding body as ourself. That's misunderstanding. So we are not animals. We are soul. This is clearly saying LGBTQ problem is the end of civilization. Forgetting the truth, forgetting humankind as a spirit, then they are failing into the end of the world. Master published the laws of hell in this sense. Now humankind misunderstood the love as animals' physical instinct. But the love is raising people to God's place, to spiritual beings, closer to God. So we need to understand the true meaning of love, understanding the Buddhism side of teaching of happy science. Do not attach to the things worldly matters. Yeah. This is structured by Master Hokawa for this modern age. All right. All right, summary two. So there are two elements to this idea: causality in relation to time and causality in relation to space. To put it another way, time causality corresponds to the idea of impermanence of all things, which means that all things are transient and nothing remains the same in this world. In short, the impermanence of all things means everything is changing, so you don't touch it. Space causality, on the other hand, could be close to the egolessness of all phenomena. The third seal of the Dharma is the perfect tranquility of nirvana, which signifies the state of mind of someone who has eliminated all attachment and is emancipated from all bondage of this world. That's called happiness. Yeah. Happiness is not based on physical pleasure. Happiness should be based on spiritual value, spiritual virtue that is totally given by God. Physical pleasure is given by materials. We need to separate each things. There should be the way to happiness. Happy science teaches us this happiness, spiritual happiness, that's carried over to the another world, next world. All right. So let's listen to the testimony of a man who trained in Hawaii Shoja.
Hello, everybody. My name is Carlos Castillo. I'm New York member for New York branch. I've been a Happy Science devotee member since 2016, going 8 years. Is it 8 years? Yeah. And when I joined, I was very enthusiastic. I was so enthusiastic about Master's teachings, and I practiced them. But things started picking up for me about 2 years ago when some really bad anxiety kicked in, and I started becoming more sensitive to spiritual phenomenon in my life, and started becoming more aware of spirits and like that, and evil spirits. And because I was becoming more aware of this, practicing Master's teachings like that, I wasn't really aware at the time what was going on. And the first time I've gone through this really bad episode of anxiety, it lasted pretty long. The fear and everything was just the nightmares and everything, and I went to the hospital, and I've gotten all sorts of antidepressant medications, sleep medications, just whatever, name it, I've tried it all. I've gone to therapists. I've been told, that I might need like antipsychotic medications and like that, because some of the dreams I have, some of the stuff that I listen to, some of the stuff that the voices, I guess. But it isn't voices, it's more like not verbal voices, it's more like thoughts, and I can catch those thoughts. But not when I'm awake, but only when I guess it's kind of, whoever's going through this can kind of relate, I guess. So, anyways, to kind of fast forward, I basically wanted to solve my problems and my suffering in my life, and so that's what attracted me a lot to Master Ryokawa. I wanted to solve my problems, and I made a decision when I first joined Happy Science that I wanted to become an angel. I wanted to become an angel, and I remember writing it down in a board in my first apartment. I was roommating at the time, that I wanted to become an angel, and I said, I'm gonna become an angel, I wanna do this, and I was very genuine and very pure of heart at the time, because I was so enthusiastic with Master teachings. And then I just kept going. I kept going to Happy Science. I kept going and doing the seminars. I kept going. But things started really turning around for me very recently, because through a lot of reflection, I realized that a lot of my suffering came from me being lazy, me being undisciplined, like that. And then I got to the point where, like, okay, I developed more balance in my life. I developed more financial balance. I developed more sleep balance, etc. And then what next? Then came the realization of what's making me suffer, which is like the 3 poisons of the mind: greed, anger, and foolishness. I understood that was a very important point. It's in the prayer books, and we read it all the time. And then I realized that I don't want to be angry no more. That I don't want to. And then I reflected on those 3 poisons a lot. And during that time, I've gotten attacked heavily by spirits and evil spirits. But my level of consciousness of those attacks was still not as greater than now. I realized that at the time that I was also getting attacked by devils, because I didn't understand it at the time. I guess didn't like that. And my anxiety just skyrocketed, and had nightmares. But then I realized that through that, I decided I don't want to feel this way no more. I'm so sick and tired of feeling fear. I'm so sick and tired of this. I just said, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. And when those dreams come, I just like, okay, whatever. Some of the dreams, it was funny. Some of the dreams, I made contracts with God to help me through the fear. And so it's kind of unconsciously, I made contracts to have worse fears, worse dreams, worse than what I was having now. So bad, it was pretty bad stuff. And then at the end of those contracts, like at the end of the dreams, I was like, oh man, that was pretty bad. What else could be worse than that, And then through those type of realizations, through the type of me having being more aware of the spirit world, I stopped being so afraid of those dreams. I stopped being afraid of those nightmares. And I realized also those nightmares are clues to some of the traumas that I had when I was a kid. And I realized, oh, I'm getting chased because I remember when I was a kid, I was getting chased by a man with a machete to scare me, to scare me not to go into the streets and play in the streets, because apparently one of his children died in a car accident. So then he kind of made it a mission for himself to scare the children and not play in the streets. And that kind of traumatized me. I was like 4 years old when that happened. So a lot of these nightmares are kind of traumas that we hold on to, the fears that we hold on to. When they come to the surface, it's like, oh, okay, I can let it go now because I understand where it comes from. I have no need to be afraid no more, because that's not easy. I'm not saying that's not easy to deal with, because I'm just kind of telling you all this, but the process is very difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna fast forward because it's way too much. I guess what I'm trying to say is, recently I've gotten deeper into the teachings, and I knew that there was a trip to Hawaii, and the trip to Hawaii, I knew I had to go. My guys have made it clear to me, it's like, hey, you gotta go to this trip. So I made it clear that I'm gonna go. But in the process of me going to this trip, I was heavily attacked by demons and devils. And it was so bad that they caused my physical environment to, physical phenomena to happen. Like my car, out of nowhere, just broke down out of nowhere. Just couldn't function no more. There was a leak in my bathroom that messed up my whole bathroom, messed up my walls, everything. My anxiety spiked because I'm more aware now what's going on. I knew that there was the devils and the demons, this attack, like that. And so I called my temple minister Yushi, and I told him, hey, look, I'm going through a lot right now. I don't think it's the best time for me to go to Hawaii. And I was so stressed. I was so stressed about everything, so stressed, and I was getting possessed all the time by spirits, evil spirits. And one day I decided, I am so tired of being stressed out. I am now gonna make up my mind from now on. I said, I'm gonna just make up my mind from now on. And I said, I am not gonna deal with this stress anymore. I'm just gonna make up my mind, and that's it. So I decided, okay, Yushi, I'm gonna go to Hawaii. I'm gonna go to this retreat. I'm gonna do it. And come what may, I don't care what happens. As soon as I made that decision, my stress level's gone down. The possessions stop or slow down for the most part. And then I just kind of said, okay, whatever, like I have all these issues, physical issues at home and financially, that I just said, okay, just come anyways, who cares? So coming to the seminar, I did a Qigong called 3-Day Repentance with the Minister Kaz. And the Qigong is basically you write down all the things that you regret, all the things that you felt remorse for. And I did that. Prior to all this, the reason why all of this happened before the trip was because I realized that my mind was very prideful, and that attracted some devils. And then before coming here, I realized that the pride that I had was causing me suffering. But the next level was me realizing here during the 3-day repentance that it's not just also pride, but doubt was also causing me a lot of suffering. As soon as I wrote down the paper and everything I've regretted and felt bad for, and also remorse for, we folded it up and put it away, and then went into another room where Minister Kaz was doing a ritual like this, pointing at us with, I guess, some sort of a dagger. And as soon as he came to me and he pointed to me, it just hit me. It's like, the reason why you feel remorseful, the reason why you feel this way, and you did those things in the past, the reason why is because of doubt. And it all came together. It just came together to me that I realized that a lot of my suffering is from pride, is from doubt, and is from wrong views. And that was a huge realization for me, because I did start having a feeling of hope for a better future in my life. It was like I had, it felt like there was a rope, and I can hold on to that rope, and it's gonna take me to a brighter future, or it's gonna take me to God. Because I just eliminated, right now, I'm not just eliminated, it's a process. I'm just starting to eliminate a lot of my sufferings. And it's a huge relief, because I don't want to cause other people sufferings. And I have to now realize that, oh, this is an ongoing thing. This isn't just a momentary thing, it's an ongoing, it's a constant thing. I have to master my mind. I have to practice the right mind, like Master talks about. And so I highly recommend, if you're staff, if you're a member, make the decision. You have to come into this realization. You have to make a decision. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to live a life of happiness? And do you want to bring happiness to other people? And if you make that decision and you work towards it, you will get there. You will get there. And talking with a lot of the staff members, they have also dealt with this. It's not a secret. They're also dealing with this too. And it makes me feel so much better to know that I'm not alone in this, that this is not just happening to me. Obviously, I'm not special. This is the pride part. I'm not special. I'm not anyone. This is happening to a lot of people. This is happening to a lot of people. And I thank God very much that He sent so much wonderful people like the staff members in Happy Science to help people like us, to help people who want to be happy, who want to spread happiness, and who want to spread Master teachings, to help us understand and realize that you can be happy. You can be happy. You can go through life and not suffer so much. There's suffering. You can't end it. You got the birth, aging, illness, and death. That's a fact. But not suffer so much. And that's a huge relief for me. That's a huge relief for my future. And I have so much hope now that I won't cause this same thing to other people or develop more remorse because of my indecisiveness, because of my doubts, because of my lack of making decisions. So now it's just a bright future, I think so. But also, I am very much aware that my whole life is determined based on my mind, and I have to practice, continuous practice with Master's teachings, meditation, self-reflection, all the things that the staff members, the ministers talk about is very, very important. And sometimes you're not gonna get it right away. You're like, oh, that doesn't resonate with, that doesn't, not to resonate, but that doesn't click with me. I'm not getting that connection. But if you keep going, little by little, those things will be revealed to you, little by little. And I had an issue for a while about the word enlightenment. I felt that the word enlightenment is going to bring a lot of trouble because I'll have to deal with these devils. But I started realizing that, oh, enlightenment just means the generator of happiness, someone that can generate happiness to a lot of people. And I said, oh, why didn't I view it that way? I think Master said that. Why didn't I view it that way before? And I started viewing it that enlightenment is just a generator of happiness, and that we're not special and we're not perfect because we want to reach enlightenment. We're just ordinary people who want to be happy and want to generate happiness for other people. And that's the positive view how I look at it. And so that's my story. There's more to it, obviously, but I think for the sake of everyone, I will just end it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's interesting, huh?
Mm.
Is it interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, when I have doubts or I feel like, it's a working of the devil, I just don't even get lost. You don't belong here.
Yeah.
God,
Uh,
He's my strength, He's my wisdom.
oh, yeah.
So I can't get lost. Long here.
Yes,
Like
that's right. So, yeah, in this video, he revealed his experience fighting with devils. So it's inner experience. So that's cannot be seen. That's cannot be shown as objective ideas, but we can talk about it. Then devils, satans, and demons are attacking us with our attachment. Yeah. As you said, you belong to here on earth. That's a temptation, all the things. So that's called attachment. And an attachment is unfolded into 6 delusions, right? Greed, anger, foolishness, pride, doubt, wrong views. Wrong views. Those are the attachment, the devil's tools. But unfortunately, that's originated from our physical body. Based on our physical body, these 6 delusions arise. That's
because not aware of the spiritual
yes,
existence.
yes. Then the spiritual existence is explained as a light. Okay, the opposite idea. We are manifestation of light. Yeah, if you believe in it, you be get unattached of all things. So the opposite idea of an attachment is recognizing yourself as a light, the same as God's light in essence. Please fight against darkness with this idea of emptiness. Yeah, everything is created by the light of God, and we are the fragments of God's light. We are a manifestation of God's light, dwelling in a physical body temporarily. So we don't recognize ourselves as physical body, then we can extinguish the fire of 6 worldly delusions: greed, anger, foolishness, pride, doubt, wrong views. All right. So in this testimony, he focused on the doubt that he had in his tough times. That's clearly said devil's attack, because we are light in essence. So the was deluded by the opposite idea. Yeah. You are just like a physical man, and then in short, that's his background. Raised as a Catholic, he see himself as a sinner. So I affirm Christianity a lot, but that's only one misunderstanding of Jesus' teaching is a child of sin. He didn't say that. Yeah, that's built in already in church. So we want to help them, remove them from the idea of a child of sin. That's the opposite idea of a child of light. Yeah, that's not compatible. Yeah, you need to choose one. Yeah, so you need to choose a child of light, child of God, not a child of sin. Yeah, that's created by humans, man-made idea. So you don't follow this idea. So this is the clarification by Master Yuhoka coming to Hawaii, gave the lecture, be positive. Be positive means you are not sinners. You are a light. You are a positive being in this world, in the heavenly world. So you are light in essence. You don't doubt yourself. You are positive being. Okay. So this is his idea to amend a part of Christianity. So this caused many conflicts in the world, many unhappiness in the world. Then Master came here to give us the lecture, Be Positive. He wants to emancipate humankind from the sense of guilty, because that's the same idea of the world delusion of doubt of ourselves. We need to deeply affirm ourselves from the bottom, but we need to explore the truth. Okay, so that doesn't say, yeah, we need to, how can I say, blindly believe, but we need to be a thinkable man. That's the master's term, thinkable man. Yeah, we need to think correctly, right? We need to explore God's mind eternally without doubting ourselves. Yeah. So let's research the truth with many knowledge, many wisdom. Yeah. The core part is we are light in essence. Yes. This idea is all source of every religions. Nothing is exceptional. We are light in essence. That's the origin of God's heart. Okay, so emptiness makes you realize you as a light, as a soul. All right, let's finish this service in the conclusion by Master's words, by the few slides. Ultimately, only the spiritual energy that has the ability to think remains. This is not a soul in the form of a physical human body. Only the thinking energy remains. Yeah. He said, the thinking energy remains. The energy that thinks is ourselves. It's called a soul, a spirit, a light. This is what I mean by emptiness. is existence. Yeah. Okay. Emptiness is not empty. Emptiness is existence. This contradictory is Buddhism teaching. We need to integrate those contradictions in one teaching. So that's widen our perspective. That expand our soul. That expands our love. That expands our understanding of everything in this world. That's explained as only spiritual viewpoint, not as materialistic view. That's emptiness. That doesn't belong to the earth. That only belongs to God. Emptiness does belong to God. God's idea, not materialistic idea. If you are materialistic viewpoint standing on, you cannot grasp emptiness. Yeah. So emptiness makes you spiritual more. To explore emptiness is to explore yourself more spiritual. Let's experience emptiness. To explore the enlightenment of Buddha, Master Vibhuka. So far, you understood the importance of this book. Now it's going to an end conclusion, right? So what it means is that emptiness does not mean nothingness. Understanding the idea of emptiness means seeing through to the light of Buddha, or seeing the energy of Buddha behind all things. Okay, this is conclusion. Although the original meaning of emptiness was a denial of worldly ways of seeing and thinking, further exploration of this denial will make you realize that there is powerful, positive life energy within all things. That's not pessimism. That's positive way. The life itself exists deep within everything. This realization is expressed in Buddhism as all living beings have Buddha nature within. Yeah, that's the same term as a light in essence. This is from the scripture of Nirvana Sutra in a Buddhism teaching, traditional one. Buddha nature means the energy or will of God or Buddha that allows all living being to continue to live. The light within let you live. Therefore, usually you are filled with worldly, everyday thoughts such as I, you, this and that. But when you firmly deny such thoughts by seeing emptiness in all things, that means the energy of God behind all things, you will come to see how the compassion of Buddha and God manifests in all the things of this world. Even though sufferings are there, you can see God's mercy behind it. That's a spiritual perspective. You will then perceive the inexpressibly exquisite labor of enlightenment in this new perspective of the world. After transcending the simple affirmation or denial of reality, you will see a wonderful world coming into focus before you. In all terms, this is known as the wonder of existence achieved through true emptiness. This is created 2,600 years ago. Intelligent, intellectual idea. When you truly experience emptiness, you will see the exquisite existences out of this world. Yeah, you can follow because that's an ancient idea. Do you believe it? In the Bible times, 2,600 years ago, people on earth think this way. This is indeed the thinking that connects emptiness to salvation. When individuals depart from their attachments, like a greed, anger, foolishness, pride, doubt, wrong views, and when they discover that all existences are good in nature, good in essence, positive in essence, a spring of energy appears from deeper within you and it spreads the goodness of all things even more. This is the powerful meaning of emptiness. This is the origin of our salvation, to find out the goodness in others' mind, others' heart, as a Buddha nature manifesting. We can find the same Buddha nature, God's nature, within their mind, within others. That's the same as you have. So you can love others as you love yourself. So in other words, without loving yourself, you cannot love others, because you cannot love yourself means you are not recognizing yourself as a child of God, a child of light. Then you don't love others. Loving yourself means loving others in the same meaning. So you need to abandon the thought of sinners, guilty in your nature. No, 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 no. You are a child of God, child of light. All right, let's conclude with reciting prayer for the development of our temple together. Prayer for the development of our temple. Buddha, our Lord, thank you deeply for giving a temple, a missionary base from which to spread Buddha's truth and enlighten believers. Buddha, our Lord, encountering Buddha on earth at the time of his reincarnation is such a miraculous opportunity, like coming across the blossom of the Udambara. The flowers once every 3,000 years, or like the blind turtle finding a single piece of driftwood in the middle of the vast ocean. We are so blessed to have the connection with Buddha, to see and hear the precious lectures that come from the golden mouth of Buddha with our own eyes and ears. This is the greatest happiness of our lives. It is our mission, the devotees of this temple, to tell others of this happiness and extend it to many. Buddha, our Lord, we hereby pledge to join hands and deepen our faith, to endeavor to study the truth, to strive for further enlightenment, and to make the utmost effort in missionary work and in happiness planting. We will surely develop this temple entrusted by Buddha. We will increase believers, nurture them, and bring many who will be enthusiastic in seeking enlightenment, in advancing missionary work, in spreading the books of truth, in making offerings, and having a good influence in society. In the course of time, we will build many shojas and temples in every area of our country, and we will spread Buddha's truth all around the world, increase believers, and build bases of life. Buddha, our Lord, our mission is to save every single person through practicing Buddha's law to the utmost. We will produce countless bodhisattvas who will become the pillars of their country, a light for the world. We thank you deeply for hearing our prayer for the development of our temple. Thank you, Lord, for your guidance throughout today. All right, thank you for joining today's service. So I let you know the importance of teachings. So you accumulated many wisdom of the truth that affect you right now. Structure these piled up teachings into one perspective, right? Maybe if you don't go through the book, The Challenge of Enlightenment, you didn't reach the state of mind, nirvana, like emptiness, all right? But now, if you still exploring the enlightenment of Buddha, like this book, you will reach out the state of mind, nirvana, a true happiness, by understanding the enlightenment words as causality, emptiness, egolessness, and the middle way, right? Those enlightenment words belong to God, Buddha. That's not gained by any worldly knowledges, but that's taught by only one person on earth, Buddha himself. Buddha is preaching the eternal laws, the same as 2,600 years ago. All right, mahalo afui fall. See you next week online. I'll be in Kauai. So Kauai people, let's meet again on a next Sunday. So other people in Oahu, let's meet online. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great weekend today. See you.